We're going to go left here. This is Jacqueline, my sister.
Hi.
So this is the Oriental Garden, and I think this is part of a big estate, and they had a lot of plants that they brought over, exotic plants that they brought over to this area. And this was like a hunting lodge, I think, for the Hamiltons, a big powerful family of this area. And yeah, this was an exotic garden, and it had an Oriental theme, and that's why they've got these things up. No, no, what? What do you think I'd be saying that in the video if I was just making it up, aye? Aye, this is all Oriental, this. Why do you think they've got the big...
I know it's Oriental, but it might not be from back
Look,
then.
that's an Oriental, that's Oriental.
That's new,
that's Oriental, isn't it? Slippy.
Is that slippy?
No. So here we go, this is proving to Jacqueline that I wasn't talking absolute nonsense. 1700s, 1800s.
Then they've moved, it was somewhere else now, they've moved it here in the 20s, 1920s.
Check the tea house. Can't remember what the name of this tree is. Probably red something because it looks kind of reddish. It's massive. And I think there's 5 of these here. And there's a lot of non-native trees about. And I was reading that they're going to actually try and take a lot of those down and restore it to what it would have been like. Because we're just coming up towards Dalzell House here. I didn't even know about this.
Huh?
I didn't even know about this. I knew about this, but it was like they used to play cricket and stuff here, or it was or bowling. In fact, I'm sure there's a big roller somewhere. There used to be a big heavy roller that sat about here for years. Now folk just come down to drink the wine and all that, but it's actually to stop animals grazing in the land, and that's that there.
That's quite good, that.
So we're here. Dalzell House is there. Barn. The listening cave. I don't even know about that. I'll need to investigate that. The oak. So we're basically going to go for a walk around here, down here, and around the nature reserve lake, up here and back up to here. And this old graveyard, I'm sure that's actually a pet's graveyard, or at least it's got a section in it that's just for pets, for all the hunting dogs that used, because this was a hunting tower. Moss, come on, she's eating grass, look. Come on, out there. A lot of our walk is going to be under the trees, so it's spitting a little, but it's not too bad. Jacqueline's just walked by. Brilliant. This is Dalzell House, and that part in the middle, the square rectangular bit, that was the original standalone building, like a tower, a stronghold. There would be one small door at the bottom, thin slit windows, not a lot of windows as you can see, and a bit at the top where you could like throw rocks and pour stuff on anyone who's trying to get in. And over time, the rest of this, you know, when threats became less of an issue, and also the cannon stopped people building strongholds, because you could just come up and decimate it with a cannon, so they turned into less defensive buildings and started becoming more like fancy, I guess, fancy homes, and that's when all this sort of stuff's got built, and it's now like prestigious, high class, like flats now. But an absolutely cracking building. Really nice. Here's a wee info board about it. 1400s, the keep. Simple stone keep. Tower house, built in 1400s. And that's what it would originally look like. The original tower house. In fact, I say narrow door, they've even got a ladder coming up so you couldn't attack it from the ground. And it's the Hamiltons, as I was mentioning. The demon. Wee Coben's still passed out. He's still sleeping. Big massive oak tree here. And this is, oh look.
What?
You can actually download audio guides. I assume you can download those to your phone, and you can come and enter number 7 and it'll tell you all about this. Over 800-year-old oak. There's a bit of legend about it. They've trimmed it to allow deer to graze underneath it. But it's you can pause this if you want to read this stuff. But it had some sort of fungal attack going on, so they tried to save it by cutting a section out. When I first moved here, when would that have been? 18, so 20. 20. When I first moved here 21 years ago, none of this was here. They hadn't cut that out. It wasn't bad, and the struts and all that weren't there. And I remember climbing up and sitting in that all, you know, as if it was a pure novel thing, kidding on I was Robin Hood in Sherwood Forest.
Oh, it is like that one actually, isn't it?
Yeah. This is cool down here. From the little bridge where the Japanese gardens are, you can go along towards Dalzell House and then cut down, or at the bridge, if you come up from the Japanese gardens and just go straight down, there's a little path that brings you up along here and then down, and then, you know, it's a little network. But here's more of these cool big trees. There's a little area down there next to the river. It's really nice. We picnic spot. No, we're going to this other bit down here. I think Moss must be getting. Are you getting a wee drink? She's getting a wee drink. So here there's a well. We'll go over to that if we can. There used to be like a chapel or something. It's got some sort of religious significance, a wee well there. And there's this up here, and apparently someone built that for his dead wife. Right. And what he would come up here and sit and just, as probably Victorians do, cut about, and he would sit and just reflect on things. That's what I get told anyway. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure, but we'll find out. We'll check out the info board. This guy here. Moss, this way. Slow down. Good girl. So yeah, there's this here. And that's through in those trees there's the crypt. And oh yeah, do you know what? I think it might be built this, and there's the crypt down there. Maybe she was buried in there, and he'd sit up here on the drink, looking down on the crypt. Pretty necro. What are you saying to it, Coben? Yeah, good boy. Are you good? So let's check out this. I'm sure there's an info board over here. And that's the well. All muddy, I bet. That's alright. Oh, there's brambles in here. I wouldn't bother coming in, Jacqueline. In case Coben gets scratched. So what's that say? 1882, right there. It says something like, it's almost like J123 or something. There you can see, when I first came here, I used to be able to go into that as well. But it's all, I've had to stop it because of course people ruin it, don't they? A spring. Holy places even in pre-Christian times. It became dedicated to St Patrick, and the remains of the well built in the 1700s can still be seen. Over 1,000 years ago, a monk chose this place as a spiritual retreat, living a quiet hermit's life dedicated to prayer. And there was a church established here dedicated to St Patrick, and the Hamiltons thought it was a suitable setting for the family graves. And they built the mausoleum you can see on the left, and it's been recently repaired with the help of Historic Scotland. And here's Lord Hamilton lost his wife, so he built the gazebo overlooking her grave where he could sit and remember their times together. So it's not nonsense that I was talking there. Complete with wood paneling and wall bearing the inscription in memory of 33 happy years. And then yeah, here's the pets of Hamilton were laid to rest here. Just around the corner under some yew trees lies the remains of 4 beloved dogs. Need to look out for that. 1723, aye, that's what that said then. And then the top must have been put on it later on.
Is that basically what it says?
Yeah.
What's the dialogue?
It doesn't say that. It doesn't tell you that. Trust you to ask that. So when I first came here, this was all there was actually trees, all big trees. In fact, you can see the stumps. There's all big trees, and I'm sure this wall, I'm sure this full thing was a high wall, and it looks like they've lowered the wall to enable you to it looks like they've lowered the wall to put this gate up so you can see in, but they can still keep you out. Because before it was just a big wall, the height of that came all around. There's like an arched doorway here, and you'd go through, and there's old trees in there, these two graves, and then this like crypt thing here, and you can look in, there's like gold. In fact, can you see that? There's gold leaf. Yeah. See it away at the back? Yeah. Yeah, oh, it's picking it up on the camera. Yeah, you can see there's like gold leaf. It'll probably be saints or something up there. But yeah, really cool. They done things proper style back then, that's for sure. Especially when they had dough. Yeah, good boy. I didn't know there was war graves in here actually. Because there's really, really old dates in here.
But were you it used to not be cordoned off, that bit in there?
That bit you could go right into. You couldn't go into that building there.
Oh.
But I'm sure someone had went in the back window or something like that. But yeah, like you could, so the actual crypt thing had bars on it and you could just look in.
Aye, but you could
and it
go
used to be
straight
dead
up to
spooky. We were down here at night one time and it was like, put your arm inside into the crypt through the bars, and nobody would do it because they were bricking it in case some sort of zombie grabbed their wrist and pulled them in or something. So this is like a proper old school graveyard. Don't actually know if it's appropriate to video graveyards, to be honest with you, is it? I don't know. Don't mean any disrespect by doing it, so I hope that makes it okay. It's just, it's a lovely graveyard. Just really, the way, even some of the spelling, the way they spell certain words, the font, the way they describe things, the way it's written, the certain words are slightly different. It's even that's just quite interesting, just the how language has changed over time. Of course there's more recent ones, but there's some really, really old ones, and also a thing that's quite interesting, the decoration, you know, like, and some of these, I can't remember if it's here or not, some of the older graves, you know, there's like skulls and crossbones, and I don't think many people in this day and age would have a gravestone with skull and crossbones on them, but at that time it must have been the done thing, you know. But yeah, there's new graves appeared. That's what it is. So I'm not sure. There's a new grave there. That must be the Commonwealth War grave. So I'm not sure what's, you know, what the situation is with that. But he's obviously merited it. Probably a hero. So yeah, really nice. Oh my god, look at this. Yeah, is that good? You getting a wee drink, aye?
Is that waterproof for a rucksack?
It was, but it's worn on the inside, but all the stuff in it is in waterproof bags. Now you can actually come, if you go from the Japanese gardens, it's rather than come straight across the bridge, you go to the left of the bridge, and then you go straight across and down, that takes you down this way. If you go left there and walk up a bit, then take a right, it brings you round up and down here, and that's the estate. But we're going to go on this Clyde, down to the Clyde walkway that's 1/5 of a mile, and we'll hit the Clyde walkway there, and we'll follow up around and around the nature reserve. So this is the Clyde. And this is actually the Clyde walkway all the way down to New Lanark. What's this say here? Curling pond. Oh, where's that? Aye. Is that there? Yeah, can you see the sunken square area in front of you? Rich Hamlet family, and they lived in Dalzell House, and it was a curling pond. Buried pipes and water tanks from the burn. The flood area in the cold winters, the shallow water would freeze. 1860. So that's it there. It's hard to imagine. Really hard to imagine stuff like that. How could it not be? That's well, that's a swan. That big thing could have been a gannet. What's that? If anyone knows what that is, it's like a big black long-necked bird. What could it be? A gannet? What do you call them? It's a G something. It's kind of like it's like this probably in the same family as the swan. I can't remember. So from the pond, what do you call it? Graves and all that are over there. Come across that wee bridge down here. Take a right. That's the Clyde walkway. Take a right, and this actually, I remember, I'm sure this bit used to be underwater as well. I'm pretty sure the water came right up around here, and I can't remember those trees being there ages ago. Maybe it floods at certain times of the year and this is more like a swamp area. I'm not sure, but this path goes right round the other side. So that's where we're going. So along the side here you'll see that there's these wee bits here where you can come up, and it's actually bird watching spots. Moss, be careful. Yeah, it's set up for bird watching. Hey, is this good? Are you looking for the birds? Look, what's out there, look. What's out there? Oh, Moss is having a look. So yeah, pretty cool. You can see one over there. A hide. And there's one there and there's one there, so that's 3 other hides we can see from here. The local young team's been down doing some wall art as well, so that's nice. 5 years, don't know what that means. ML1 local, ML1 crew here, shout out. So yeah, pretty nice. Wee set of binoculars, some ducks. It's mostly ducks, isn't it? He's actually watching the birds, Jacqueline. Look, he's looking up.
He likes birds. You see all the birds?
Is that all the birds, Coben? Do you like those? Is that good? Do you like them? Where's the birdies? Moss, you'll be quiet down there. Look, Coben, what's that? There's the birds there.
Look, Cubs.
Look. You come past the lake on your right, the Clyde on your left, and you cut up here. So that's the Clyde walkway, you know, keeps going all the way down there from when we came. We've cut off it and up around here. You can go up to another hide there. There's the description of their house. Now you can go that way, you keep going up, there's a house on the right, you hit a road, you go left up to the car park again, or you can go up here and this goes up and round to the right and that takes you right back to the car park. So you can see the water down there, and I'm always trying, when you're over at Shatley Row you can see this more easily than you can see Shatley Row from here. But I think that's the new housing that's been built next to a railway station that's across from the entrance to Shatley Row. So I think Shatley Row's right up there. when you're driving between them, it's you know, it's a big dog leg, it's a circular sort of way you go to get there. But by foot, if you were to cross the Clyde, Dalzell House and Châtelet aren't actually that far apart. And of course we'll walk round there at some point. That's the Avon River there, and there's a gorge and massive bridge. There remains an old castle there. That's also awesome. At Châtelet, there's a couple of different walking routes you can go. I think they're colour graded, and it can be, oh, here's Corbin telling us all about it. Hey, what was that? There's a couple of different routes basically that you can go. I think the shortest one's maybe, I don't know, it can be as short as you want if you want a dawn around the place. There's a tea room, visitor centre there. But I think the longest one you can get is on a circular, is an 8-mile circular. So we'll do that at some point. It's quite a good wee sort of afternoon out. What's this here? All the birds are like, let's see, what is that maybe? Is that maybe the one you've seen? Someone out with their horse. Over the back near the car park, I think there's stables there, so you often see that around here. So, you know, watch out with your dog and that, if it's, depending on how well behaved it is and being on the lead and all this sort of stuff. It's quite a family orientated place, this. There's a lot of families, dog walkers, you know, people out doing leisurely things of a weekend. So it's good.